Here we go again. Ready?
Keep the back
Money talks, what the is he saying? Huh? You can't ask his, then ask his who's the man. Bro, them get the stepping like parades about them bands. My little Tinkerbell, cause I'm fly as Peter Pan. Yeah, let's go, get some money, they playing. Hopped up out this Cybertruck, my wrist cost a lamb. I'm tired of buying cars to my driveway jam. The neighbors still trying to figure out who I am, who I be. To these weak. They say money talk, put diamonds in my teeth. I be Louis down with Jordans on my feet. Messed up in your yard like trick or treat. You better play your cards right, you better not ever reach. For this chain over here, I underneath. Yeah, I ripped that 5, but I the 6 feet. Deep. Let's go, 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 let's go.
I picked your let's go. She had too much fun. I think she got too motor in the trunk. Out the roof. Got a I think she lost one shoe. Gang the truth. I told her, oh my F's, you got the juice. I pulled up at her friend's house and kicked her out the coop. Gave it the boot. Bye bye. Yeah, she untamed gorilla that was born in the zoo. That's why you so rude. Who the is you? That business wasting school. Spent the whole million on one set, it's ocean blue. That's why you so up, cause I pay my dues.
Let's go, 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 let's go.
All right now.
Hold up, what you saying? Look up, you ain't hitting no more. Fix up with a bang. Got drip when they hit that door.
It's week 13 of the National Football League, and our focus is on...
Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one underway. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games, and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. They'll stick with him again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here's 3rd and 7. And out of the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage, and that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
You know you have a good week, Mike, when it takes all 5 fingers on one hand just to show how many touchdowns you threw in last week's win. Now, do we expect him to do that 2 weeks in a row? I'm not sure that's realistic, but as long as he continues to operate at this high of a level, they're going to have a strong chance to win every single week.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. It is Azeez Al-Shaair with the stop. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll work his way forward to about the 21. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they will finally get him out of bounds, but not until he's near the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. They'll turn and hand this one off. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he's in. Chris Olave. Touchdown Commanders. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. Now off the bootleg, oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here's their punter now, as he's standing right around his own goal line. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. And he will have the Commanders' first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Now we get whistles. Time has run out. The first quarter has come to an end. 1 quarter in the books. Here's a 2nd and 12. This is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down. And this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting. But finally, when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs. Back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
You can tell what the decision is about how they want to approach 4th down by what they call on 3rd down. If that was a run play, then you can bet they were going to go for it on 4th. But because it was a pass, and then they take a sack, I think this coach on 4th down is leaning towards settling for 3.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Commanders will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The drive will start on the ground. And he'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Handoff here, up the middle. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They need to get it to the 27. This is third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, so often that running back is the best friend of a quarterback down there. This time he takes the pass, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mike, the key to a good passing game is to find ways to keep everybody involved. When a defense has to account for every potential target, they tend to get really stretched pretty thin. That's exactly what this offense was able to do. Get the ball to your running back, and he's able to do the rest.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Cowboys are on the board. It's 10-7. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Commanders' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
His throw left side is complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
The Cowboys offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Now he takes off.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Here's the punter now, as he is on to punt for Dallas. He is in. Touchdown, Washington. What a big play for the special teams unit, Greg. They get the block and the score. A big swing that starts with getting to the kicker.
Yeah, exactly right, Mike. And anytime you draw up a successful punt block rush, it starts with identifying the breakdown of the protection unit. In this case, they found that weak link. They were able to exploit it. It leads not only to the block, but to the touchdown.
Ray gonna return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Now give on the ground, and the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. It was Jeremy Chin that time up to make the stop. A quick throw right side. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. Up the middle they go. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And they'll pick up the 1st down. A gain of about 4.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And he will carry his offense to the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line, a pickup of 9. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Dallas. Bates, good, with the extra point. The Cowboys are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. That's into traffic, but taken in. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Throw right side to Olave. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Now the Commanders will use their third and final timeout as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Third and a yard. Olave is the motion man. He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Ray going to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. On 2nd down, they'll run. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Open man, right side. He's got it. He's to the 15. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. Bates now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cowboys move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Commanders' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Back to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Olave is the motion man. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now he'll run it. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he will have the Commanders' first down. That'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. They'll stay on the ground. And a short pickup down to the 21. They'll stick with him again. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And he's going to be swallowed up, taken down, sacked, back at the 5. He'll drop to throw. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Chris Olave. Touchdown, Commanders. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's 3rd down. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. A run now on 2nd down. And he'll have a Commanders 1st down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line. Now they'll set up to throw. That is knocked away, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag in the backfield. That might be a late hit on the quarterback. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Now a timeout called by the defense. Olave is the motion man. He'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. There's that man again. Another catch.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
The Cowboys offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're going to try to keep it going. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. Boy, you really feel the pressure back there near the goal line, and they force the ball out. And lucky for this quarterback, saved him 4 points by falling on the ball.
Absolutely, Mike. I mean, that could have been even worse than it turned out. I mean, not only to get the stripped sack fumble in the end zone, but fortunately for this offense, they fell on it, and it only leads to the 2 points.
The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. Back to throw here to begin the drive.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
That's deep for Olave. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And the Cowboys are going to take over just shy of midfield.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
They'll go with a counter on first down. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At their 49-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. He'll be brought down inside the 25. It was Jeremy Chin that time up to make the stop. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Pitts is the man in motion. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Bates' kick is good. And the Cowboys will cut the deficit down to 2.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Now this time they'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard. A tight end in motion now. So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll turn and hand this one off. A hit, and he has lost the football. And this is taken in, and remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. At issue. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Here's a run going left, and he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they...
And with a flag down, he goes down. They get him for the sack, and that flag is probably on the offense as well. So now, a big spot coming here. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He fires downfield for Pitts. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That's going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up. And a chance to extend their lead. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw.
Here's a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. It's 1st down, and they'll run. Oh, boy, they got to be careful there. That was dangerously close to a safety and 2 points for the defense. But they do get it at the 1. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
He's brought down at his own 4-yard line. A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down.
Now a give up the middle. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. 2nd and 7. Handoff here, up the middle, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. The Commanders about to send this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Quick throw here is complete. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. Try to pick this one up on the ground. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. It's only a yard, but a big yard. 4th and 1. They'll drop to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw yet again. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll look to throw. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders.